What's going on, people? It's Fisticuffs doing what I do, and I just wanted to go into some of the stuff that I've been seeing. I know I said in my last video that I wasn't going to buy Call of Duty Ghost, and I'm still feeling that way. Somebody has said something to the effect that they're supposedly that all games on the new Xbox are going to have dedicated servers. I'm not going to believe that until I hear it out of somebody with some authority out of Activision. I just don't believe it. I mean, the amount of people that play Call of Duty is just on another level. You might have 300,000 servers, but you have a million people playing Call of Duty and taking up that server space in the cloud, depriving the other 9 million people in Xbox Live. I don't think so. Maybe not. I'm not sure on that, but that's not really what I'm here to discuss, because that's like a pipe dream. I mean, I'm hoping for it, but I don't think so. I'm here to talk about some of the people that always I wouldn't say some, but a lot of people that just don't get it. I was right about Sitrep Pro a year ago. Last year, May, I think it was a 2000, maybe last year, May, the year before that. Anyways, whenever Modern Warfare 3 came out, that May, I think it was 2011, and there's other commentators out there. I couldn't find the videos or the links, but I know they're out there where people were petitioning Infinity Ward to fix Sitrep Pro, to make it to where you can hear the sound. I know that I watched one of T. Martin's videos, and he was like all excited about it, and maybe Wings and some other people, XCal. I don't remember the names of the people, but in either case, do you see any of the people that complained about not being able to hear footsteps in Modern Warfare 3? Do you see them posting any Modern Warfare 3 videos anymore? Anybody who complained about not hearing footsteps in the game, do you see them playing anymore? Do you see anybody playing Modern Warfare 3 anymore? Because how bad it is with Sitrep Pro, and how I said it the very first day when they even consider buffing that perk, I quit that. As soon as that perk came out, I quit. Like a couple months after that, I knew it would take a while before everybody caught on. And I had posted videos, if you go back and you can search the search bar in my videos, where I talked about how Sitrep Pro was going to destroy this game, and nobody believed me. You don't. And look at it. Everybody creep walking around. You ever watch Oppressors videos? How terrible that game is? And I said that to Mark Rubin. I made pleas to him, and so on and so forth, and Infinity Ward. And I was right. I'm always right. And people, you might think I come off as arrogant, but no, that's the truth. I mean, look, if I wasn't right, then people would still be playing the game, and then they would be posting videos about how great it is. Instead, you got people making videos about how bad Sitrep Pro is, and people camping in corners and creep walking. That's why I don't even look back at that game. And this is an old footage right here. So, I mean, that brings me into my next point, because we are going into the next Infinity Ward game. And it seems to me, I'm going to post a link to it, there's this guy named Zach Volker. Are you out of your Volker mind? I like some of the stuff that he's saying in this video. Are you out of your Volker mind? Obviously, the people who make decisions at Call of Duty are the people who do all the work. He's like the David Vonderhaar of Treyarch. This Zach Volker is the guy who does all the work for the new stuff in the new Infinity Ward game, like vaulting. And I was listening to this video of Zach Volker, and he's talking about sliding on your knees, and he said to the effect that you can cancel down to prone position. And what they don't tell you is that going from running to standing to prone takes time. Takes millisecond time. And he says, oh, you could, if you see cover over there and you need to get over there and slide. Well, what he doesn't tell you is that when you're in the startup animation from sliding to end sliding, that you can't shoot somebody. So obviously you are a dead duck, and there's no penalty to somebody aiming at you, because once they realize the animation, i.e. dolphin dive, aka slide, they pretty much know you're dead from point A to point B between A and B. And like I said before, leaning, vaulting, what's the point of vaulting? He said in this video, he says, you know how it's you come up against the wall and it's cumbersome, and then you want to make a decision if you want to jump over the wall. This is Zach Volker talking, the new guy at Infinity War. And he's saying, well, you get to the wall and you got to make a decision. Do you want to jump over it and get killed, or you get stuck in the animation? And then I'm looking at the animation, and there's different levels of walls. The wall that you're vaulting versus climbing is the fact that it's called a jump button. So why would I want to vault a small wall? And what he's referring to when he said you want to come up to a decision when you're going to a wall, you're not vaulting a tall wall, you're climbing a tall wall. So that's not changing anything. You just added vaulting into a small wall that you can jump over and shoot. You don't have to take a penalty in animation for putting your hand on a wall while vaulting. You can still get killed. Instead, I can jump in the air and I can turn in a 360 depending on my sensitivity on my controller and shoot you. So why would I vault on a small level, on a small ledge? I mean, if you're going to put vaulting, put it on a big-ass wall. You know how those big walls when you're climbing up, like on Skid Row when you're trying to get up to the second level on Modern Warfare 2, and you're climbing up the... Yeah, let me vault up that really quick. That's called dexterity. You get up the hill, you get up there, like, what's vaulting when you got dexterity? So it's like vaulting is irrelevant, completely. So I think this new guy doesn't get Call of Duty at all. And sliding is his interpretation of dolphin diving. It's pointless. You're copying it and you're interpreting somebody else's work into your game. Like, did they hire this guy new off the street and he just doesn't know what Call of Duty is about? Zach Volker. And then leaning and, I can see a train wreck coming down the road for this new game. With the fact that if you're going to put Sitrep Pro, all your little sensors, tactical insertion, leaning, sliding, and vaulting, and please tell me please tell me you're gonna have dedicated servers, because if you're not, that is the DOA of all DOAs, dead on arrival. Like I said before, you're gonna look back at this video and everything that I said, just like I said in all my other videos. It's funny going back and reading these comments in these Sitrep videos where people are like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, unsub, unfollow, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, where are they 11 months, 12 months down the road? You're not even playing the game anymore. Here you are hating on me, and I was right in the first place. I mean, there's tons of examples through my 1,500 videos that I can point out that I was right on every case in Call of Duty series, period. I mean, it's clearly they just like put out the application and say, these are the qualifications, come into the studio, you're awesome, give us what you know. And then the guy looks around and goes, okay, I got the job. Oh, let's see what's in Black Ops 2. Okay, let me do my interpretation. Oh, you did a great job. That's what we needed. Anyway, just go for it. We'll let the sales team and everybody else do the rest. And then when you're listening to him, the Zach Volker guy goes, they asked him, they said, is Call of Duty a new engine? And he flat out says, no, it's a refurbished engine. So basically, it's not a new engine. It's off the Quake engine, and they took out parts that they didn't like, and they added parts that they did, but it's off the framework of the Quake engine. It's not even a new engine. It was just limited by the power of the old Xbox, and that's it. It has nothing to do with the new engine. And I was wondering that, because like the fluidity and everything was the same, and I'm like, how'd they do that with a new engine? in less than 2 years. So it didn't make sense to me until he just spilled the beans on himself. Are you out of your Volker mind? He's a new guy. The new guy telling on himself. Anyways, I'll leave the link in the description below. I'm always right. Until next time, it's your boy Fist. Peace. I'm out.